Hi. If you want to learn how to stop smoking without difficulty, I think I can help. My name is Bill. I'm an ex smoker. I quit smoking about 15 years ago. And as I remember back when I smoked, there were just many things I didn't like about smoking. And I wanted to quit. But the main thing that kind of held me back is well, two things. One is worrying how whether or not I'd be successful because I didn't want to seem like a failure to people. I think the second thing was that I was worried about how hard it would be. How difficult would it be for me to quit smoking? So, if you're a smoker, let me ask you a question. First of all, if you think to yourself, what's keeping you as a smoker? What parts of smoking do you like the most? I mean, would it be that you enjoy spending a lot of money on buying cigarettes every week and not having the money available to other things? I mean, it wasn't for me, and it's much more expensive now. I don't like paying. Didn't like paying all that extra money in taxes. I didn't like literally paying all that extra money to watch it go up in smoke. What part of smoking again do you like? Do you like the fact that everybody else is inside your building where you work, and you're standing 100 feet away by an ashtray, and it's windy and it's rainy, and you're puffing away trying to get that cigarette done at the end of your lunch break to get back in time? Is that the part that you like about it? Do you like walking around and your friends kind of like don't really want to give you a ride because if you're in the car, you smell like their car, you smell like an ashtray? Um, what part of this is that the part that you really like about smoking? Now, if you really don't like any of these parts about smoking and you're really thinking that you might want to quit, then several things probably go through your mind. You probably first of all saying, okay, well, if I go and I tell everybody I'm going to quit, and that's always a good thing because you do kind of want the support from the people in your life every day. But so if you do go and you tell them you're going to quit and you don't, well, now you look foolish. You probably feel like, maybe they're going to think I'm a quitter. You probably feel less of yourself. You have less self-confidence. It might even stop you from trying to stop smoking another time because you don't just want to keep feeling like you couldn't do what you set out to do. So that's fully understandable. I mean, when you smoke, that's a pretty big step. The other part is that what does it feel like? I mean, when you were a non-smoker, which you were at some point in your life when you were younger, you certainly weren't dependent on nicotine. It didn't enter into your decision making each day. You didn't have to say to yourself, where will I go have my next cigarette and when will it be? And do I have one? And do I have enough for the rest of the day? And do I have enough for tomorrow morning? And will I have enough at work tomorrow and tomorrow night? And on like that. You know the drill. So you're sitting back and you're as a smoker, you're saying, okay, well, um, my life is difficult, but is it going to be more difficult to quit? And that's probably what I think a lot of smokers weigh out before they absolutely make the decision to quit smoking. How hard will it be? How difficult will it be? And a couple things, and again, I am not an expert at chemicals and I have no background or anything like that. The general rule of thumb that you can find this all over the internet would be that it generally takes about a day for the nicotine cravings to go away when somebody quits smoking. And that is true. I mean, that is what I did find. Now, there's other steps you want to take. There's a critical step, in my opinion, that most people miss before they stop smoking. And that is something we'll talk about a little bit later. But I think that really sets somebody up for success, not failure. I think overall that if you're very concerned about the difficulty or how hard it will be to quit smoking and how you'll feel, I think the best thing to do is to find a plan and let somebody lead that has already been there. When I did quit smoking 15 years ago, I wrote everything I did ahead of time down and when I quit and how I felt and how everything went after that. And I've kind of kept this to myself for a long time, not really knowing just what to do with it. But again, it's been 15 years. I quit with minimal difficulty and I never looked back. And I have no cravings for cigarettes, thank God now. But now that I'm nearing retirement, I put all this information together as a program. It will actually cost you less than the price of a carton of cigarettes in most areas. I think it's the easiest way that I found, and I did this personally, that I found to be able to quit smoking with minimal difficulty. It is not difficult. It's going to be as easy on you as I think anything could. So if you have more interest in this, you would like to quit smoking. I'm sorry, you hear the train in the background. I mean, I'm a real person. This is not a studio, obviously. I'm trying to be as real as possible and genuine. I will tell you that, again, I did use this program to quit smoking. I created it. It did work for me for 15 years. I know it works. I bet my life on it, literally. If you're interested, click one of the links around this video and learn more. I look forward to seeing you as a non-smoker.